I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that Canelo's gonna win?
No.
Really?
No.
So you would put your money on Crawford?
Yes.
You'd make money.
I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more.
Errol Spence Jr. has shared his thoughts on the much-anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence "Bud" Crawford. A dream fight that's generating major excitement among boxing enthusiasts. Renowned for his no-nonsense opinions and top-tier boxing intelligence, Spence was candid in analyzing what might happen if these two pound-for-pound legends face off. With Canelo's strength and physical edge contrasting sharply with Crawford's exceptional timing and versatility, Spence provided an insightful analysis of their fighting styles, key advantages, and possible result, giving fans a window into how a top-level boxer sees this potential megabout.
What do you think of that fight?
I think it's a great fight, especially at 160. I'm a guy that, sucks down at 147. I mean, I really think that a lot of people see probably 80-70% of who I really am in 147 pounds. And I'm a guy, especially when I got the WC belt, it helped me go up in weight. I had an IVF and the 10-pound weight limit after the weigh-ins and things like that, so it helped me out a lot too. But I'm a guy that outgrown the weight. I'm just holding around because I want to be undisputed champion at 147. But if this is a great fight at 160, I can definitely move up to 160 and fight them easily.
Errol Spence Jr. has strongly voiced his support for Terence Crawford in the blockbuster clash against Canelo Alvarez. Speaking with various media outlets, Spence emphasized that if anyone can move up in weight and take down Canelo, it's Crawford. He's chasing greatness, Spence said. So why not? While he acknowledged there's no certainty in the outcome, saying he isn't sure whether Crawford will win or lose, Spence made it clear he'll definitely be backing Crawford in the fight.
It could happen. Why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So what I'm saying, I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So if he can do it, he started at 147. So if he's doing it, why can't Crawford do it?
This respect partly comes from first-hand experience. On July 29, 2023, Terence "Bud" Crawford dominated Errol Spence Jr. with a 9th-round TKO to become the undisputed welterweight champion, securing all 4 major titles. A historic achievement in the 4-belt era. Crawford connected with 185 of 369 punches, landing at a 50% rate, including 98 powerful shots at an impressive 60%. In contrast, Spence landed only 96 out of 480 punches, just 20%. Reddit users highlighted flaws in Spence's technique, noting his tendency to keep his head over his lead foot, while Crawford's superior training showed. In the end, Crawford's exceptional footwork, ability to switch stances, and sharp accuracy revealed Spence's vulnerabilities and solidified Crawford's status as boxing's pound-for-pound number 1.
See, this is the thing. Canelo's looking to knock Crawford out. Canelo's not going to try to outbox him. So Canelo could fall into the same position Errol Spence was in, trying to knock out Crawford and ending up getting clipped and embarrassed.
Terence Crawford has delivered a clear and serious warning to Canelo Alvarez. No excuses when I win. He confirmed that there won't be a catchweight involved, emphasizing that he wants to face Canelo at full strength. I want him at his best. No excuses, Crawford stated, making it clear that he wants his potential victory to be unquestionable and legitimate. Tensions rose further when Canelo shoved Crawford during a press event. Crawford quickly fired back on social media, saying, "I got you. You're going to remember," making it evident that he plans to make Alvarez pay in the ring.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
There's a lot of experts that think Canelo's not the same fighter. His punch output's a lot less. What do you think, considering the last 12 months or so? Is he the same fighter he was maybe a few years ago?
I think he is. I just think he just wasn't up for the skull fight, and I think different fighters bring different energies out of other fighters.
A lot of people are judging you on the Madrimov fight, saying you struggled moving up in weight. You're going further up in weight, and they're saying that's going to go against you based on the Madrimov fight. How do you kind of reply to that?
Oscar de la Hoya remains conflicted about the potential matchup. He acknowledges that Canelo's ability to absorb punches and his natural size at 168 pounds make him a serious threat. At the same time, he gives equal credit to Crawford's ring IQ, footwork, and adaptability, describing him as a master and even comparing his style to Bruce Lee. De La Hoya believes Crawford's heart and intelligence give him a real shot, but he also points out that historically, a skilled smaller fighter has never beaten a skilled bigger fighter, leaving him undecided. Canelo's toughness is beyond debate. He's absorbed huge shots from Sergey Kovalev at light heavyweight, exchanged vicious uppercuts with Gennady Golovkin across 3 epic battles, and withstood Dmitry Bivol's power without blinking. That kind of punishment at the highest level builds a rare kind of resilience. On the other hand, Crawford is jumping up 2 weight divisions to super middleweight without ever experiencing consistent power shots at 168 pounds. Observers have noted that his speed and power already dipped at 154, and critics argue he's never had to withstand the sustained punching power of true super middleweights.
And Raphael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. Mm-hmm. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the better part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots. Whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Mm-hmm. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt.
Not even getting wobbled.
Just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Hall of Fame icon Sugar Ray Leonard fully grasps the significance of this move up in weight. Speaking to reporters, Leonard offered Crawford a heartfelt message, recognizing the difficulty of climbing divisions. He reflected on his own experience, saying, "It's a big difference. Every time he hit me, he hurt me. But you can do it." Leonard encouraged Crawford to lean into his strengths, stay on the outside, control the pace, and use his movement and ring intelligence to counter Canelo's forward pressure. Still, cautious voices remain, warning of the steep challenge ahead.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true, but you know what? There's always a way. There's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Rising welterweight standout Jaron Boots, Ennis, issued a strong warning to Crawford, cautioning that jumping up 2 weight classes without first testing himself at 160 pounds is a dangerous move. Ennis pointed to Canelo's well-documented knockout power, noting that he's dropped fighters weighing over 200 pounds. While he respects Crawford's talent and skill set, Ennis believes the size gap is significant and gives Canelo the edge, unless Crawford adjusts both his game plan and physical conditioning to meet the demands of the super middleweight division.
Well, I think you got to lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down. And Canelo not even really a 68-pounder. He probably really should be at 60, maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds. And he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it, so so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight, at like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, to fill into somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavy and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Amir Khan, who has shared the ring with both fighters at their peak, throws his support behind Crawford. He applauds Bud's exceptional boxing IQ, footwork, movement, and sharp punching accuracy. Khan recalls how difficult it was to land clean shots on Crawford during their fight, compared to how easily he connected on Canelo. While he acknowledges Canelo's advantage in raw one-punch power, Khan believes Crawford's strategic brilliance and slick style give him a legitimate shot, so long as he approaches the weight jump with caution and respects the risks that come with moving up.
We fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
Crawford has a real chance to win because he's a naturally big 147-pounder and possesses impressive strength, something many people tend to overlook. If the fight happens, and Crawford stays disciplined, keeps his distance, and boxes smart, he could absolutely come out on top. In my view, K is a more skilled and intelligent fighter than Charlo. He switches stances fluidly and brings a complete skill set, making for what would be a very compelling matchup. Legendary commentator Jim Lampley recognizes the clash between Canelo and Crawford as one of boxing's most exciting potential showdowns. He calls Crawford the most complete fighter in the sport today, comparing his versatility and counterpunching ability to the great Sugar Ray Robinson, suggesting Crawford could frustrate Canelo across all 12 rounds. However, despite the admiration, Lampley slightly favors Canelo, citing his proven ability to absorb punishment and his devastating body shots at super middleweight. He believes Crawford would need to dominate every round to secure a win, as even one mistake could allow Canelo's power to swing the entire fight.
Crawford is going to fight Canelo because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, not all the times, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can, so to speak.
Still, legendary trainer Teddy Atlas stands firmly in Crawford's corner. "I'm not going against Crawford. He's special," Atlas stated, emphasizing that Crawford's exceptional ring IQ, timing, and fight awareness are his X factor, qualities that he believes can offset Canelo's power and experience. While giving Canelo credit for his strength and decorated background, Atlas also pointed out that the Mexican superstar has shown signs of slowing down. He argues that Crawford's ability to adapt, along with his proven success at 154 pounds, gives him the confidence and tools needed to handle the jump to 168. However, not all trainers share Atlas's conviction. Some suggest Crawford may be a bit overrated.
Maybe he's a little overrated. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe.
Joel Diaz, who trained Israel Madrimov, offered a blunt assessment, claiming that Crawford has no realistic shot against Canelo. Diaz revealed that the key to breaking Crawford down lies in consistent body attacks, an area most opponents have failed to exploit properly. He explained that while Crawford's ability to switch between southpaw and orthodox stances makes landing head shots difficult, his body remains a vulnerable target. Diaz pointed to Madrimov's strategy of going after Crawford's ribs and liver early, which caused visible swelling and noticeably reduced Crawford's effectiveness. Given Canelo's elite-level body punching and power at super middleweight, Diaz believes Crawford lacks the physical strength and toughness to withstand a prolonged, punishing attack from Alvarez.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
With the undisputed super middleweight crown at stake, the fight has sharply divided boxing analysts. Some are backing Canelo, citing his proven power, durability, and extensive experience at 168 pounds. Others argue that Crawford's extraordinary ring IQ, adaptability, and skill set give him a real shot at making history. However, critics raise concerns about Crawford's age, approaching 38, his recent inactivity, and the significant leap in weight. Even among Crawford's supporters, there's recognition that this is a daring, high-stakes gamble.
He fell for every feint, and then he got... I thought he lost. I thought my dream of one.
I think Crawford heard his feelings, but he didn't hurt those guys. And how many times did he rock him? None. And so you're going to tell me that he's going to go up to the light, to the light heavyweight.
Ask them, don't ask me.
They don't like Crawford. I think I like Crawford. In a lot of points, I like Crawford. But on this one, it's just a bigger version of him. And I don't think that. And again, he's beaten. You're talking about a guy who pro debuted at 126 maybe, he was a featherweight, and then you're talking about a guy who pro debuted at a junior welterweight. So they've always been a big difference in divisions. Featherweight, junior, light. So 4 divisions.
But also look at their resumes. Who did Crawford beat? What's his biggest win besides Spence?
Sean Porter, Errol Spence.
Why do you think besides Spence? Because Spence was after 2 accidents. He wasn't the same. No, after Mikey, Spence wasn't the same.
Who did Crawford beat besides Spence? Well, fucking Spence was a good.
Promoter Samson Lucas offers a different angle, suggesting the fight appears more driven by business interests than pure athletic competition. He expresses concern over the bout's safety and sporting legitimacy, questioning whether it's more about marketability than merit. Still, in the realm of public imagination, hope remains alive, especially through fan-created simulations. In one such fantasy scenario, the fight kicks off with Canelo landing sharp shots to the body and head, clearly taking round 1. But in round 2, Crawford fires back with a flurry of punches, opening a cut and knocking Canelo down, shifting the momentum dramatically.
I've done other predictions where I say Crawford can possibly win if he capitalizes on what he's good at, being aggressive, being just going for it, going with the flow and just feeling it. If he doesn't feel himself, it's not gonna happen. But if he feels himself, and if Canelo maybe doesn't, who knows? That's the reason why I think probably Canelo is gonna win, because it's a factor. It really depends on these little things, but it doesn't matter because they're called excuses. Those things which are mentioned after a certain fight are just excuses. So whatever happens, happens. If Canelo loses, he loses.
The highly anticipated showdown between Canelo and Crawford has the boxing world buzzing with excitement. Supporters of Crawford believe his timing, ring generalship, and tactical brilliance could disrupt Canelo's rhythm, while skeptics argue that Canelo's size and physical strength may simply be too much for Bud to overcome. Whether it ends up being a legacy-defining victory for Crawford or another milestone in Canelo's Hall of Fame journey, one thing is certain. This battle promises to be a showcase of elite skill, determination, and strategic brilliance.
With like all due respect to Shane Mosley,
Sure.
he just said that Terence Crawford was going to get watched by Canelo. I don't think his word is really worth that much.
Do you think she need a year?
No, she needs till January, February. That's the timeline. She needs 6 to 8 months. She said out of her own mouth that she's in shape. She can come back. She told me that I'm too small for her. I'm not skilled enough for her. She punched too hard. And if she comes to get me, I won't be able to keep her off me. So stand on that. Take this $15 million and come get your ass whipped.
Terence got to be Terence, bro. He's a real deep thinker. He processed fights like nobody else. And he's processed this Canelo fight. He's seen it. He went through it 2 or 3 times already. He knows how this ends. You can tell the way he shadow boxes. He visualizing Canelo being right there in front of him. You understand? Look at the movement. That's all you got to do. Look at the movement. And that's the type of master boxer that Canelo is going to be facing. And the only thing I say is Canelo hasn't faced an opponent like this in a long time. You know what I mean? I think Canelo's going to have to go back to the Caleb Plant fight and look that good, that active, that, you feel me, moving with that type of grace to beat Terence Crawford. Because weight ain't going to make the difference. It ain't going to be the weight. It's going to be the skill set.
You believe Terence Crawford has the tools to dethrone Canelo at super middleweight? Or will Canelo's power, size, and experience prove too overwhelming for Bud to overcome? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below.